Hello and welcome. I am back today with a new video that I know you guys are gonna love. It's about one of my favorite topics, and that is transformations. I'm gonna go over a few things that you can do right now, today, to begin to truly transform your life. If you're new here, my name is Aaliyah. I help women break through mental clutter so that they can align with their highest and best self. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. That way you'll be able to get notifications every time I post a new video, and leave a comment and let me know what you think. Have you ever felt like you wanted to change something about yourself or an area of your life, but no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to make it happen? But you're really not sure why. And so naturally, your mind tells you to just work harder, try more, try something different. But you keep trying and still nothing happens. And then finally, you just get so frustrated with not getting the results that you want, you just give up altogether. I definitely felt like that before, so I know how that feels, and it sucks. But what I've learned through my own journey of self improvement is that the hard work is not the problem. The problem is your identity. The problem is the person that you see yourself as, because your identity is who you think you are and is how you see yourself. And then in turn, that's how the world sees you. And it's really shaped by the way that you think, the way that you feel, and the way that you act every day in your daily life. See, the issue that most people face when they are trying to get a big change in their life or a big transformation is that they put all of their focus on seeing the result, right? Everybody wants to get the result, when really we should be focused on who we have to become in order to get the result. The reason why I say that is because becoming is the equivalent of being, right? And being is created by doing. So, doing is the set of habits that we need in order to create real transformations. And that's why hard work, just working harder, will not get you the transformation you want, because it's not really changing your daily habits, right? It's just doing more work. And there is a difference. So, let's just use an example. Let's say that you are a single mom making $30,000 a year, but you desperately want to make more money, right? Let's just say you want to make $100,000 a year, and you want to make that money because you feel like you can take care of your family better and your kids will have a better life, right? That makes sense. So you set out on this course to make $100,000 a year, and you keep running into these roadblocks. So the first thing that I would say is that you need to get real with yourself, take a look around, accept the fact that everything that you have right now to this point is a reflection of all of your actions in the past, right? It's everything that you've done up to this point that has led you to making $30,000 a year. It's also the person you identify with. I would say right now in your life, you identify as a single mom who only makes $30,000 a year. Now, that doesn't mean that you cannot transform your life to making $100,000 a year, but you have to kind of see where you are in order to know like how you're going to get to that next level, right? The next thing you need to do is ask yourself and be honest. What type of person do I have to become right now in my life in order to earn $100,000 a year? Because maybe you need to go back to school and get higher education. Maybe you need to take some training courses to learn a skill to where you can sell a service that can get you to $100,000 a year. Maybe you need to take some type of investing course, or maybe you want to get into real estate. Maybe you want to start a business, because it's not enough to just decide one day that you are now this person who makes $100,000 a year if you don't act like that person. You're trying to be something, but you're acting like something else. So true change and true shifts will happen once you begin to show up every single day in your life being who you need to be to get the results that you want to get. Now, let's go over a few ways that you can begin to create some transformations in your own life, okay? So, the first thing for me is always awareness. It always comes down to just being aware, okay? And what I mean by that is that you have to be aware of where you are in order to know like where you want to go and how you're going to get there, right? Because you need a plan. You need a plan, and you need to create some new habits to get there. But just being aware first will set you off on that path. So I would say just grab a journal and start to write down some areas of your life that you want to change. Okay, because again, you have to become aware first of where you are in order to plan to go somewhere different. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is, I would say you need to create some new habits, right? Going back to that scenario of the single mom making $30,000 a year, she may have some really bad habits, right? She may not, uh, well, obviously, she doesn't do all the things that someone making $100,000 a year does, but maybe she has a habit of sleeping all day. Maybe she gets off work and goes straight to sleep because she's so worn out on her job. Maybe she has a habit of just having really negative thoughts. Maybe her energy is off, right? Maybe she has a habit of complaining and not showing gratitude for the good things that she has in her life. She can have really bad habits. I don't know. But what you want to do is create the habits that will get you to your end result, okay? So that's the second thing, create new habits. The third thing I would say is that you have to show up every day as the person you want to become, right? So that's just being consistent. You have to be consistent because otherwise you're going to end up just falling off the wagon again. And then you're going to feel like you're just on this hamster wheel running and running and going nowhere because you keep starting something new and then you stop and then you start and then you stop, right? So we want to stop doing that and just get consistent. So, let's just say that going back to my scenario of the single mom, let's say that she decides that, this is the year, right? The new year is coming. Everybody starts doing these resolutions. And maybe she says, this is my year. I'm really going to change. I'm really going to level up in my life, and I'm going to increase my income. So she sits down and she writes out a plan on how to get there. And she says, I'm going to do these 3 activities every day to generate some type of income. As long as she stays consistent and she keeps her same identity and she believes it, it will eventually begin to give her the results that she wants because consistency is key. And just remember that real transformation comes from being, right? It comes from being and then doing something, and then you can have the results. See, most people do it the opposite way. They want to do, have, and then they become the thing when after they see the results. And it's not, it's the other way around, okay? So transformation can happen for you. Just take the steps, keep moving forward, don't give up, and you'll get there soon, okay? So that is all that I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.